I'm Peter Ewell, Vice President Emeritus of NCHEMS, the National Center for Higher Education Management Systems, and Senior Scholar for NILOA. And I'm happy to present this tribute to Pat Hutchings, this year's winner of the Trudy Banta Award. I first met Pat when she came from Alverno College in 1986, a long time ago, to become the first founding director of the AAHE Assessment Forum. And she had been teaching English at Alverno previous to that. She did a lot of great things in the period that she was at AAHE, including starting what was probably the biggest, what became the biggest assessment conference in the country, a publication series, and a whole lot of other things. She then went on to work almost 20 years for the Carnegie Foundation for the Advancement of Teaching, working on things like the peer review of teaching and the scholarship of teaching and learning, and becoming essentially Lee Shulman's right-hand person. But I more recently got to know Pat through the assignment project that NILOA now manages, trying to build good assignments and so on. I really think that that project in many ways exemplifies Pat's real strengths, because it's very practical. It's working directly with faculty, and how faculty can take what would seem to be a mundane kind of activity and turn it into something with real intellectual rigor and weight, and very, very practical. The thing that has always most impressed me about Pat, two things that have most impressed me about Pat over the years watching her work. The first is attention to practical details. One of my favorite stories is at a meeting at Georgetown University, a very complicated library meeting where it was very hard to find the meeting room. She immediately came in and said, "We need signs, we need signs." And so she wrestled up big pieces of cardboard and some magic markers and made signs so that it was clear. She always would make sure that the chairs were in the right order, and so that people could see each other. Things that really make a meeting work, that you don't really think of, that are beyond the substance of the meeting. Her style in actually directing a discussion always fascinated me as well, because she really wouldn't say anything for a while. She'd sit there and watch and sort of listen, and frequently perched on a chair, cross-legged, and not with her butt on the seat, but really cross-legged on the top of the chair, and just listen and listen for what the themes were. And then she would sort of timidly put up her hand and say, "I have a question." And the question was always exactly right for getting the discussion turned in a particular direction or moving in that way. So I want to join the voices congratulating Pat on the Trudy Banta Lifetime Achievement Award, and welcome to the club.